Recording.
The image of a woman in power is more prototyped in our minds than you would think. What do you think goes through the minds of the casting crew when they imagine a woman of high stature? A woman who is distinguished and well-educated. Is she dressed rather conservatively? Does she have little to no makeup on? And is her hair cut short or slick to the back? And is her attitude towards others rueful and stern? In mass media, particularly in television shows and movies, this is the pattern of which many female characters of prestige is delivered. Pasted into the minds of onlookers that the less feminine you come across, the higher you're placed in social and financial status. The lack of representation of what a woman can achieve while indulging all the works of femininity without embarrassment or feelings of shame is prominent. Right now we are going through a period of time where we have the LGBTQ rights, the Black Lives Matter movement, the alt-right movement, the March for Our Lives, and the feminist movement. So why not, in such a change of in time, add in the cultivation of femininity? There's a body of research that coined the term that I feel speaks for the onlookers of these female characters: symbolic annihilation. And this idea that if you do not see people like you in mass media you consume, you somehow are unimportant. The idea that you can also come upon those who are physically and personality traits they possess are not shown or put into negative characterization. In this case, traits such as sensitivity, compassion, beauty, and overall societal girlish qualities are the traits that were put up. It is scientifically proven that through positive representation comes inspiration and empowerment of one's self-esteem and their unconscious stigmas. If you are not put in representation, you have dreams that are that have more limitations and become less attainable in your perspectives. While feelings of not being accepted and you don't have a path and you don't push forward and achieving more than you are. Also done by the words of Levi Gross, an American screenwriter, representation in the fictional world signifies social existence. During my senior year of high school, I had not applied to any colleges, and I did not even think about the idea of going. From a young age, I found that the way I looked and how tall I was, that I fit into the stereotypical outline of what was considered a model-like physique. And I found that because of those stigmas, I identified more with that career path. With this bias stigma that I had put upon myself, I felt that made me who I was, my identity. I cannot see myself as nothing more. I was girlish in every aspect of the word, and I did not want to assimilate to anything other than what I was familiar with. 2 weeks before graduation, I had still not applied to any colleges and did not think of going to any colleges. And I was still in the same mind frame that I was going to do this career path and sit on this career path because this is what people who look like me did. 3 days before graduation, I ended up having a small get-together party with all the friends before we graduated. And during that time is when I found that through representation that I could do more than I put myself out. It was that day that I found that seeing someone who shared my qualities achieve more than I thought I could for myself brought me a passion to pass limitations I unconsciously put through myself through seeing these representations. Through the representation of Elle Woods in Legally Blonde, yes, Elle Woods, I'm here today as a thriving college student. The form of representation that had everything possibly categorized under the umbrella of femininity, along with a huge boost for my self-esteem, opened my mind to the unlimiting my ways of living. Think of what this spread of form of leading role female characters can do for so many others. To be unapologetically feminine and in charge. To know that you can have both rather than canceling one out for the other. That a conservative outfit paired with a glammed up look does not change the position of power that you have. I hope that we can push harder for this, and that the cultivation of being yourself and being okay with being a girl needs to happen now.